Hey everybody, bwcummins here with another drawing, and I warn you, this is going to be a weird one. I thought about drawing this last night, but then it got too late and I went to bed instead, and so it gave me a whole day to think about it, which is way longer than I usually think about these daily doodles. I really wanted to draw, well, I don't know how it started. I think in my mind it started as drawing a tongue licking the ground, and then I thought, hey, I wonder if I could make a face into a snail, and that's what I did. You'll see it start to form in the sketch, and I want to do this one in color. I'm going to use my white underlay so that I can create shape, but I'll also use white on top of the color to create shininess, like wet surfaces, like the tongue and the gums and other pieces. I'm going to use color in this one also to really separate the segments, you know, separate the tongue from the teeth and the teeth from the gums and so on. And I really want this thing to look sickly, the face part of it, using yellow tones in the skin and red nose and eyelids, as like it's allergic to something, like it's having a reaction, or like it's been rubbing its nose and eyes all day. But what would it be rubbing it with, because it doesn't have arms or hands? Anyway, I also wanted to do the hair in a way that was really like greasy and heavy and dragging behind it in a slime trail that, you know, like a snail would leave. And to make it extra creepy and weird, I want all the eyes looking at you. I'd love to hear some feedback on this one. I really enjoyed drawing it, and I like the way it came out. And talk about one of my taglines is draw every day, even if it's just a pointless doodle like this. And this is pointless, but I really like how it turned out. And I would encourage you to just draw whatever's on your mind. Give it a try. Look at reference points. Everything on this, yeah, it's a snail, but all the pieces are of things that exist. So if I really didn't know how to draw a nose, I could have looked at some noses on the worldwide interweb. I could have looked up teeth and gums and all that. I could have looked up any of these things to help improve. But since I draw the same kinds of things all the time, I have a pretty good library of these particular elements. I did want to get some bumpy textures on the tongue, so I'm glad I spent the time with that. And then going back with the white and doing white highlights on the tongue and the gums and the eyes and all that, it does make them appear just wet, and I like that. So this thing, you know, how would you feel if this crawled out of your garden? I would probably go find something to hit it with, and a shovel or a gun or a flamethrower, because I would not want this thing crawling towards me. I don't care how big or small it is. True story. I once licked a snail. It was a huge mistake, and I regretted it immediately, but some friends and I were at Disneyland, and we saw it crawling out of one of the planters, and a friend offered $5 if I'd lick it, and I grabbed it and licked it before I thought about it. I did think, it's Disneyland, how bad can it be? Their snails probably taste like candy. It did not. And we were in line to go on at the time. It was the Tower of Terror, which is a gut-wrenching ride, and after just having licked a snail and feeling a little queasy, that is not what I would suggest doing. Anyway, don't lick snails, and especially don't lick this snail, because it'll lick you back. Hope you enjoyed this drawing today. I sure did, and I do encourage you to draw every day. That's how you improve. No matter what level you are, you'll get better if you draw every day. And don't forget to like and subscribe for me. Still trying to reach my first 100 subscribers on this new channel. And you have a great day.